Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into one of the most historic and visually striking state quarters ever made, the 1999 New Jersey quarter. You've probably seen this coin in your pocket change and thought nothing of it. But what if I told you that some of these coins could actually be worth way more than 25 cents? Let's explore the story behind this coin, why collectors love it, and the rare errors that could turn your common change into cold, hard cash. Released in 1999, the New Jersey quarter was the third coin in the U.S. 50-state quarters program, following Delaware and Pennsylvania. It was a landmark year for American coin collecting, as millions of people across the country began hunting down quarters representing all 50 states. But New Jersey's design wasn't just patriotic, it was powerful. The reverse side of the coin features General George Washington crossing the Delaware River, an iconic moment from the Revolutionary War. The words, "Crossroads of the Revolution," remind us that New Jersey played a critical role in America's fight for independence. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of leadership, courage, and transformation. Now, let's talk about why some New Jersey quarters are gaining the attention of collectors today. While the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced hundreds of millions of these coins, only a tiny fraction were struck with certain minting errors that make them incredibly desirable. One of the most sought-after errors is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't properly aligned during minting. Another rare variety is the double die error, where the details, especially in the lettering or Washington's figure, appear doubled. These kinds of errors can be subtle to the untrained eye, but to a coin collector, they're absolute gold. Even small flaws like die cracks, cuds, or extra metal along the rim can increase a coin's value. Some collectors even look for proof versions of the coin made at the San Francisco Mint, especially if they're still in brilliant, uncirculated condition or sealed in their original packaging. These proof coins were never meant for circulation and are often made with extra detail and shine, perfect for a collector's showcase. But here's the key: condition is everything. If your 1999 New Jersey quarter is heavily worn, it's probably only worth face value. But if you've got a coin in pristine condition, especially with an error or proof strike, you're holding something special. So how much could your New Jersey quarter be worth today? Well, in recent online auctions, a 1999 New Jersey quarter with a visible off-center strike error sold for over $200. A proof version in perfect condition can go for $10 to $20, while a rare double die or misprint error has fetched upwards of $500 depending on demand and condition. So the next time you come across a 1999 New Jersey quarter, don't just toss it in the coin jar. Take a closer look. You never know, what seems like a simple piece of change could be a small treasure hiding in plain sight. Top 2. We're shining a spotlight on a unique and mysterious coin from the America the Beautiful series, the 2017 Effigy Mounds quarter. At first glance, it might look like just another modern quarter, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. And if you're lucky enough to find the right one, it could be worth more than just 25 cents. Let's dig into the story behind this intriguing coin. Released in 2017, the Effigy Mounds quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, a stunning set of coins that honors national parks and historic sites across the United States. This particular quarter represents Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa, a sacred Native American site known for its prehistoric mounds shaped like animals, including birds and bears. These mounds date back over 1,000 years and are deeply connected to ancient tribal cultures. The design on the reverse of the coin is striking. It features several animal-shaped mounds as seen from an aerial view, capturing the spiritual and historical significance of this site. It's a coin that doesn't just represent a place, it tells a story of culture, reverence, and ancient craftsmanship. And that's exactly what makes this quarter so special to collectors. Now let's talk about what can make this 2017 Effigy Mounds quarter valuable. While millions of these coins were produced by the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and special proof versions were made in San Francisco, only a few have surfaced with minting errors and unusual characteristics that give them added value. One of the most well-known and valuable errors in this series is the double die error. This happens when the design is struck twice slightly out of alignment, creating a ghost-like doubling effect, often visible in the lettering or the details of the effigy designs. Another known error is the off-center strike, where part of the coin's design is misaligned or even cut off entirely, which is rare and highly collectible. There are also coins found with die cracks, cuds, and retained grease strikes, which can cause parts of the design to appear faint or missing. These kinds of errors turn a standard coin into a one-of-a-kind piece, and collectors love that. Don't forget about the proof versions minted in San Francisco. These coins have a mirror-like finish and sharp detail, and while they were never intended for circulation, a few have slipped into the hands of collectors. A proof coin in flawless condition, especially one graded by a professional service, can command a premium price, but here's the thing, condition matters a lot. If your effigy mound's quarter is scratched, worn, or heavily circulated, it's unlikely to be worth much more than face value. But a coin in mint state condition or with a genuine error can be worth much more to the right buyer or at auction. So what are these coins really worth? In the real collector's market, a 2017 effigy mound's quarter in uncirculated condition typically sells for around $2 to $5, depending on the mint mark. A proof version in pristine condition can go for $10 to $20. But here's where it gets exciting. Error coins like off-center strikes or double die varieties have sold at auction for as much as $100 to $300, and in extremely rare cases, even higher. So before you toss that 2017 quarter into a vending machine, take a second look. You could be holding a piece of history, and maybe even a small treasure. Top 3, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins from the U.S. State Quarter Program, the 2005 Kansas Quarter. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another piece of loose change, but hold on tight, because there are some wild surprises hidden in this humble quarter, including famous minting errors that have turned everyday coins into valuable collector items. So get comfortable, coin lovers, because this one's going to be fun, fascinating, and potentially profitable. Released in 2005 as part of the 50 State Quarter series, the Kansas Quarter was the 34th coin in the program. This series aimed to honor each of the 50 states with a unique design, and Kansas truly delivered something iconic. The reverse of the coin features a stunning image of two things the state is famous for: a powerful American bison and the majestic sunflower, Kansas's official state flower. It's a bold, earthy design that captures the spirit of the Great Plains and pays tribute to the state's natural beauty and strength. But as beautiful as the design is, what really makes this coin exciting for collectors is what went wrong during the minting process. That's right, errors. Let's talk about one of the most legendary coin errors in the modern era, the famous, "In God We Rust," Kansas Quarter. Yes, you heard that correctly. Due to grease buildup on the die at the Philadelphia Mint, some Kansas quarters were struck with part of the motto, "In God We Trust," obscured, making it appear as, "In God We Rust." This isn't just a small flaw, it's a full-blown collector's favorite. The missing T in trust is clear, visible, and hilarious, making it one of the most memorable and sought-after error coins in recent history, but that's not the only error to look out for. Some 2005 Kansas quarters were struck with die breaks, cuds, and doubling in the lettering or details of the sunflower and bison. These may not be as dramatic as the rust error, but they still add value and uniqueness to the coin. Variations in strike quality, off-center strikes, and other small imperfections can all grab the attention of collectors. Another important factor to consider is condition. Coins that have never been in circulation, those graded as mint state or better, can carry a premium even without any errors. And if they do have errors? That's where things really get interesting. Also, don't overlook the proof versions of the Kansas Quarter, which were struck at the San Francisco Mint. These coins are specially made for collectors, with polished dies and a mirror-like finish. A flawless proof coin sealed in original packaging can definitely add to your collection's value. So how much are these Kansas quarters actually worth? Here's the good stuff. A regular 2005 Kansas quarter in circulated condition is usually just worth face value. But if you have the famous, "In God We Rust" error, depending on the condition, it can sell anywhere from $25 to $100 or more. In fact, high-grade examples with the error have sold at auction for up to $200. Other mint errors, like off-center strikes or heavy die breaks, have been known to fetch $50 to several $100s, especially if professionally graded. And pristine proof coins from the San Francisco Mint can sell for $10 to $20, with some graded examples reaching even higher prices. So the next time you come across a Kansas quarter, don't just spend it. Take a good look. You might just find a little piece of history, or even a rare gem worth much more than 25 cents. Top 4. We're setting sail through American history to explore a coin that's more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a floating tribute to one of the earliest chapters of the United States. That's right, we're talking about the 2000 Virginia State Quarter. It might look ordinary at first glance, but this coin carries a story from over 4 centuries ago, and in the world of coin collecting, it could be worth a lot more than you think. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the coins jingling in your pocket, stay tuned, because this coin could be hiding a valuable secret. The Virginia Quarter was released in the year 2000 as part of the wildly popular 50 State Quarters program. It was the 10th coin in the series, and it commemorates Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in America, founded in 1607. The reverse design features the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, the 3 ships that carried settlers from England to the shores of Virginia. The coin's inscription proudly reads, Jamestown 1607 to 2007, and Quadricentennial, marking 400 years since the founding of the settlement. It's one of the most detailed and historic designs in the series, which makes it a favorite among collectors and history lovers alike. But now let's get into what really excites coin collectors: the rarity, the errors, and the unexpected surprises that can turn an everyday coin into a valuable collector's item. Although millions of Virginia quarters were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, not all were struck perfectly. In fact, some quarters from this series have serious minting errors that make them incredibly valuable. One of the most talked about errors is the off-center strike, where the design is visibly misaligned and part of it is missing. This error can range from slight misalignment to extreme examples where a large portion of the design is cut off, making it a rare find. Another collectible error is the double die error, where parts of the design, especially the sails of the ships, the lettering, or the date, appear to be doubled. These coins are highly sought after and can be quite valuable, especially in higher grades. Collectors have also discovered die cracks, cuds, and strike-through errors on some 2000 Virginia quarters. Strike-throughs occur when foreign material, like grease or debris, gets between the die and the coin blank during the striking process, causing unusual patterns or missing details. These kinds of errors make the coin unique, and that uniqueness drives up collector interest. Let's not forget the proof versions of this quarter, which were minted in San Francisco. These coins were specially made for collectors and were never intended for circulation. They have a mirror-like finish and incredibly sharp details. A proof Virginia quarter, especially one graded PR70 Deep Cameo, can demand a higher price in the market. Of course, condition is key. A coin in poor condition with heavy wear might not be worth much more than face value. But a well-preserved, uncirculated coin, or better yet, one with a dramatic error, can be worth far more. So what's the real market value of a 2000 Virginia State Quarter? Let's break it down. A regular Virginia quarter in circulated condition is generally worth just face value. But a mint state example, especially with an MS-65 or higher grade, can sell for $3 to $7. A proof coin from the San Francisco Mint can go for $10 to $20, depending on its condition. Now here's where it gets exciting. A Virginia quarter with a strong off-center strike or a bold double die error has sold at auction for as much as $100 to $300, and even higher in rare, graded examples. Some extreme errors in pristine condition have been listed for over $500, though final sale prices vary based on demand. So the next time you find a 2000 Virginia quarter in your change, don't overlook it. Check for unusual details, examine its condition, and see if you've got something rare in your hands. That humble quarter could be a piece of early American history, and maybe even a nice payday. Top 5, and last rare coin. We're taking a close look at a beautifully designed and sometimes surprisingly valuable coin, the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. Now, you may have seen this quarter in your change and thought it was just another piece of the 50 State Quarters series. But don't be too quick to spend it, because some versions of this coin could be worth way more than 25 cents. Stick around, because we're diving into everything you need to know about the Oklahoma quarter, its design, its hidden rarities, the crazy minting errors, and what it could be worth today if you've got the right one. Let's start with the design. Released in 2008, the Oklahoma quarter was the 46th coin in the 50-state quarters program. The design is one of the most elegant in the entire series. It features the scissor-tailed flycatcher, Oklahoma's state bird, in full flight. Its wings stretch upward, gracefully soaring across a field of Indian blanket wildflowers, the state's official flower. This design is packed with motion and meaning. It's a celebration of Oklahoma's natural beauty and native heritage, and it makes this coin an instant favorite for collectors who appreciate art and symbolism. But let's get into what makes this quarter really interesting for serious collectors: errors and rare versions. While hundreds of millions of Oklahoma quarters were minted at both the Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D, mints, not all of them were perfect. And that's where things get exciting. Point one of the most sought-after errors is the double die error. These are coins where the design appears doubled, most often seen in the bird's feathers, the lettering, or the flower petals. Sometimes, the doubling is strong and easy to spot with the naked eye. These are the jackpot finds. Then there's the off-center strike, which happens when the coin isn't aligned properly during the minting process. These errors can range from subtle to extreme, some with part of the design completely missing. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Some Oklahoma quarters also have die cracks, especially around the bird's wings or along the rim. Others have cut errors, where a blob of metal appears on the coin due to a broken die. These flaws are highly collectible because they are unique to a small number of coins. Even more exciting are coins with strike-through errors, where grease or other material interfered during striking, leaving odd missing details or textures. These aren't super common, but they're out there, and if you find one, you might be holding something rare. And don't forget the proof versions from the San Francisco Mint. These coins were never meant for circulation. They have an ultra-sharp design, frosted details, and a mirror-like background. A proof coin kept in perfect condition, especially one graded PR69 or PR70, is something collectors are always looking for. Now, before we reveal the values, here's something important: condition is everything. A well-preserved coin in mint state or proof condition can dramatically increase in value, especially if it has an error. Alright, so how much is your 2008 Oklahoma quarter really worth? If it's a regular circulated coin, it's likely just worth face value. But a coin in uncirculated mint state condition can sell for $3 to $5, depending on the mint mark. A proof version in perfect condition can bring $10 to $20, but here's where it gets really interesting: Oklahoma quarters with major errors like strong double dies, off-center strikes, or cuts have sold at auction for $100 to $300, and in rare cases, even more. One double die error in high mint state recently sold for over $400 in a collector auction. So next time you get change back at the store or dig through your old coin jar, take a moment to check your quarters. That simple Oklahoma coin might just be hiding a rare error, or be in better condition than you realized. If you enjoyed learning something new today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future discoveries. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting, and keep hunting for those hidden treasures.